Good morning. It's Diane Evans from stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in British Columbia. So if you are joining me either by my YouTube, I welcome you. Make sure that you do subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you get notified when I go live. Also, you get notified when I upload new videos as we go along. Also, if you've joined me on my Facebook group or my page, I welcome you. This is Monday morning where I collaborate with Judy Anderson from the United States, and we share posts, Facebook Live posts on Mondays and Tuesdays. So I hope that you're going to join me. I'm excited about actually. When am I not excited, right? But this cloche, it's called Classic Cloche, and it's a bundle that you can find in the J to D catalog. And, you know, I just started playing with it. I've had it for a bit, and I was a little intimidated with it. But I found that once I started playing with it, it was a lot of fun to actually play around with. And now that I've started playing with it, I've got so many different ideas. So, and you can combine it with so many different things. So what I want to do is today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine it with a celebration thing. So let's get down to my table and then let's see what we're about to do. All right, so this is the Classic Cloche. It is, I went onto Google and hello. I went onto Google and had to figure out how to say this because trust me, I can muck up a word better than anybody. So this bundle can be found on page 22 of the J to D catalog. It has this stamp set, which is kind of conducive with Christmas, obviously. But it also has dies that go with it, but I wanted to show you something else that goes along with it, and that's this particular stamp set. And this stamp set can be found on page 11, and this is actually the one I was going to play with today because I wanted to show you some different things. And I just found that it was better to start with what's intended, and then let's go on to this one. This one, oh, I just love this one. I do have lots of different ideas with that. Mix that with the gingerbread and peppermint. Wow, I think we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So anyways, I am mixing it because for the month of September, we had decided to mix something from the catalog, and we were going to, good morning, also put it with something from the celebration. Remember, if you are in Canada, if you spend $60, you get one level one. And if you're in the United States, you spend $50, you get one level one celebration. And this is the designer series paper, beautiful paper. And it more in the classical type colors that you would use. Good morning, everyone. So anyways, let's get going on this. So I've gone ahead and I've cut out some different things that we're going to need. So let me see. I decided to use Real Red when really my heart was saying to me use Cherry Cobbler, but Real Red is what's in this designer series paper. So I thought it's best that I go ahead and use that. So I have my Real Red. It's 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. So let's fold into the mountain. That's so that we get that nice, even, crisp edge, right? And I have, now how many times have you used the Sahara sand? I am using Sahara sand today because these colors here actually go with Sahara sand. I have, I can't wait to show you a card using these two here, but I'm actually going to use this one today, and I'm going to use this one today. So I've got my Sahara sand, and I've run it through the Evergreen 3D embossing folder. I just found that it needed something. It didn't, you know, and it really wouldn't matter what one that you actually use. You could use, hello, you could use any. any particular one that you want to. I just thought this kind of went along with what I was trying to do. I'm going to play with the birds today. These ones, there's a bit of a glare there. I'm playing with the birds today. These ones are like, I don't know, a little tiny countryside village. I'm not sure exactly what they would be, but this is, I'm going to play with these birds. All right, so like I said, Sahara sand. So I'm just going to put that in. I have a piece to go on the inside as well. If I forget to decorate the inside, just let me know. Because this is a really deep embossing folder, I am using my liquid all-purpose glue because I want it to get into those crevices and I want to make sure that it stays onto my card. Let's just go ahead and put that there. So just have that like that. You know, this is not a color that I use that often. So, hello. I don't use it that often, so I really want to make sure that I start using it, especially with this particular paper. It goes really, really good. All right. So I decided that I was going to use these two here. This is the birch tree trunks. And I'm also using this checkered side. And on the back side of that are these colors here. So I'm going to take my birds and I'm actually going to bring in my Memento ink. And I'm going to stamp these birds like so. I just want a bit of a background. I'm not too particular about where I want it or anything like that. And I'm also going to stamp this again on here, and you'll see why in just a second. I should have showed you those dies and what the dies were for. I think I will in just a second here. We'll go back to that part. All right, so let me just go ahead and show you these dies. This is for the dome. This part here is actually to cut out this little country scene here. We have a bunch of different trees, different size trees. There's large, medium, and the small. They have these here, which are, I believe, go underneath this cloche dome. We have some birds here, and we also have some stick trees there as well. So there's 12 different dies on there. So anyways, all right. So I have this stamped like this, and this is a photopolymer, so I think I'm going to come in with, hello, I'm going to come in and use my paper piercing mat. I have a really hard time saying that, but I'm going to come in. I'm actually going to stamp these birds in cherry copper. I had to stamp the birds in the cherry copper. Now this is a two-step stamp, and it's fairly easy to line up, or I would say it's easy to line up if you don't have the camera here. Now, I'm on my tippy toes because I have this wonderful desk that goes up and down for when I do my projects. Oops, we didn't get that done very well, did we? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp it again. There we go. You know what? I think I better stamp that once more. Don't like the way that went. Hence the reason why I had a big enough piece there, right? Now, what I need to do is I need to get that. You can still see that? Okay. Like I say, it lines up fairly easy. If you're tall, I guess. There we go. That's better. And there's dies to cut those birds out. Now, also on here is another stamp set, and that's what this is here. And that's to stamp the greenery there. So let me go in, and I'm going to use soft succulent. Whoops, bang, bang. And I'm just going to go in and line those up so that we've got, now again, I'm going to have the same issues as I had before where I can't really see. It's ridiculous, I can't. Okay, I'm hoping. There we go. Like I say, it's not hard to line up. However, it's just me because I'm so, I'm not as tall as what I should be for this particular thing. That didn't make any sense at all. I'm also going to come in with the stamp set that is the dome. And I'm going to actually, I'm going to line that up there as well. Just so that we've got it just like this. Okay. Now, okay, so I've got that. I've got that. We want to then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this dome part and I'm going to cut the birds. So I'm just going to come in with this dome and the birds. And I'm going to bring in my mini cut and emboss to do this. Again, like I say, this doesn't quite work very well when you're, got my desk up. Oh, I've got it pretty high. So, all right. So I'm just going to put this in. I'm going to line this dome up about here. And I'm actually going to come in with my, oh, my tape is in here. My Post-it note tapes. I don't know about you guys, but I am sure I cannot wait until the magnetic plates for this little one comes about. So is that about straight? Let's just see. I'm just going to put that there. I'm just going to bring this off. Oh, that's pretty good. And I'll just go in and I'll cut this. It's just going to come off like that. I guess I could save this. Might as well save it for something. Then I'm going to come in with my bird dies. Put this on here so I don't lose them. And then I'm going to cut out these birds here. Now, you could use this for other things where you could have these birds up in trees on different type things. Let's see how that works. Just take that out. And I'll just put those dies with that. All right. Then, now with those birds cut out, what I'm going to do is I'm coming back with this and I'm going to glue this on here. Although I'm going to make this into a shaker card, I don't really mind if my sequins are going to get stuck on the birds. I think that might add a bit of a different sort of look to it, to the sequins if they get stuck up there. So I'm just going to come in and do this as well. Let's put this one on there. Okay, now what happens with these domes is these are the cloche domes. They come in a pack of 10. And what you're going to do is we are going to, I think what I'll do is I'll come in with my Peaceful Moments, the subtle shimmers sequence that come with that peaceful thing. And I'm just going to come in and let's put some of these sequins in there. And I'm thinking these are quite big pinches that I'm doing. I think I might go just a bit more on there. And what I'm doing is I'm bringing that right to the center of this dome. Let's put the lid back on there. Ask me why that's important. All right, so then, good morning. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this on here. So this has double-sided. It has tape on both sides. It has one on this side, on the side. So let me just go in and place that over there. Just like so. And then I'm just going to make sure that's good and sealed. So there's my shaker dome. I guess I could have put more in. This is quite a deep dome, but depending on how much you want on there. Now what I want to do is I want to put this over top of here. So let's see. I'm going to trim it off after. I had tried trimming this off before and it didn't work very well. So I'm just going to come in with my take your pick tool and I'm just going to take this off. There's this other piece comes off like that. And then this piece is just going to go straight on top of here. So you want to make sure it's on there straight. And then you're just going to come down and get that glued right on there. And then now I can go ahead and trim this back piece off. And the reason I waited to do that until afterwards was I wanted to make sure that I had enough around this outside to cover there. So let's see. Just get rid of that one. And let's just get rid of this one as well. And this part doesn't really matter. Let me make sure. See, and it doesn't even stick that much onto those birds, so that's kind of fun too. All right, so the other part that I've got is I've got this that can go onto here, but I also had some other parts that I had cut out. Now, where did I, here I go again. Where did I put those? I'm going to have to cut them again. I hope not. So let me just double check. Oh my goodness, this is awful. This happens to me all the time. All right, so what I wanted to do was I want, let's see, I want this to go down here. I want also out of my, I used my, and if I have to cut again, I guess I'll cut again. That's not an issue. I actually used my stitched rectangle dies. I used this one and this one. And I will have to just run and get some paper. You know, I'm going to find this as soon as this video is done. All right. So I have some black that I'm going to run through with this particular one. And I'll just bring this up. Oh, I found them. Isn't that always the way? I'm just going to do it. Oh, don't laugh at me, you guys. This is my life. All right. So it helps when you just pick things up, right? All right. So what I did was I used my stitched rectangle dies, and I used, it was the next one here and here. So I used these two that came from here and here. And I did one in the So Saffron, and then I also did one, and I cut just a tiny bit less with this particular designer series paper. So I'm just going to go in and let's attach that to the black. Just put that into there. Still have that wiggle room. And then I'm going to stamp my words on here. And this stamp set actually has some really nice sentiments on here. So I'm going to actually do It's the Most Wonderful Time of Year, this sentiment. Let's just put that. I'll just take it off of this particular one. Let's just wipe this off, because knowing me, I'll get red all over everything. All right. Oh, I'm doing a good job of that, aren't I? Okay, so let's just go and put that there. And I'm going to put this on with black pimento. So let's just... Oh, okay. So is that going to fit on there? Yes. Boy, I'm daring. Let me tell you, doing this live, I don't know. Okay. Let's keep my fingers crossed. Not bad. We can live with that, right? So I'm going to come in actually with my dimensionals. Oh, and I took all my dimensionals away while I was making, here we go. Just going to put 3 of those on there. There we go. Yeah, I'm really liking this Sahara sand with this color here. Not a color of my choice, but it does work quite well. All right, so then let's start putting the card together. I didn't know if I should use ribbon on here or not. I wasn't too sure, and I don't think it's actually a card that you would put ribbon. What do you think? Should I put some ribbon on there? I don't, like I say, I don't really think it's a ribbon type card. Anyways, let me go ahead and I'm going to put that onto my card base. You know, do I want that popped up? No. I think I even have a Sahara sand from the original packaging. How sad is that? All right, so I'm going to put this here. I could. Oh, you're brilliant. I will do that. So I will. Kathy said to put a ribbon up here. Perfect. I will put that up there. So I'm going to put that on there. And I think I'm going to, because I popped that part up already, I'm going to go ahead. What about, do you think I should put some embellishments on there? So I'm just going to put that right about there. Now, I could use red ribbon. And I've got a thought. And now I can't find it. So, I've got a few choices. All right. So we could put, I was wondering about that with the matte dots. Okay, I could put this on here. Ooh, that, oh, you know, I think I'm going to go with that. All right, so let's see. Now, if I tie a bow, let's see. So remember to tie your bows tight. Look at this, I've got stuff all over the place. I could do the organza. I could do this ribbon. This ribbon might go even with the fact, let's see, we've got this one. Let's go ahead and try. Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, if, I think this ribbon is a little too, tell me which ribbon you'd like to see. Okay, we've got one saying gingham, and we've got one saying the organza. So let's see. And we could put it up there, or we could put it down there. I think I'm going to actually probably think of putting it more down onto the card. Let's see. That. All right. Well, you know what? I'm not going to keep anybody happy. I can tell that right now because everyone's going different. So if I went with the gingham kind of goes along with the line of it being a little rustic. If I went with the organza, let's see. It's too bad we just didn't have a plain black ribbon. All right, so let's see. What do you think? Organza or gingham? Yeah, I'm thinking this goes better with this, that's for sure. And then I did have, just in case we thought we should do this, I could color the white. I could do that. Let's try that. Let's try that. We're game to try anything, right? So, I don't know if we're going to get it black enough, though. That's the problem. Let me show you what the black would look like, because we do have the black blends. The black bow. That's what it's all about, right? Let's just try whatever. Oh, that's not going to be big enough. Ooh, it's so wet too. Yeah, I think the gingham is a good choice. You know what? Oh my goodness. You know what I could do? Let me just try that as well. Okay, this is real red, right? So let's check this out. I'm bringing my real red blends. Make 3 cards. I could do that. I could do that. So let me just quickly do the red gingham. My hands are covered. I can just see somebody over there just cringing. Right, Kath? You're not fond of gingham. You know, it's funny, Peggy. I was brought up on brown, and a dark forest green is what my mom would put me in, those kind of colors. And I'm not real partial to those colors as well. I did have my favorite purple gingham ribbon, gingham dress that I had, and I just loved it. So, but it was cute. It was really cute dress. Okay, we got choices. We got lots of choices. Okay, so we got the black and white. My goodness, what am I going to do? This one's not very dark. It's almost like a gray. Let me just tie that quickly. Tie that just a bit more. All right. All right. Too many choices, maybe. All right. Just if I'm going to keep this one, I have to fix it up. All right. This one almost looks too pinky. So that's the wrong color. So maybe it should have been maybe even, shoot. There, that's a bit better. This is Cherry Cobbler. Actually, Poppy Parade might have even been good too. Who knows? But the real red looked really pink. All right. Here are our choices. All right. We have. You do that, Peggy. I'd love to see that dress. And actually, I wish I had a picture of that purple and white gingham dress that I had. It was open at the back and then there was ruffles all behind it. It was really cute. It's my favorite dress. Okay, so black and white, red and white, which is really hard to see. There. Black is not black enough. It's kind of gray. And then we have our organza. So what do you think? White might be nice too. Oh, but this is not white, really. This is that Sahara sand. So let's see. There's the red and white, red and black gingham. There's the white and black gingham. Oh my goodness. I don't know which route to go. Well, I'm just going to put one on and then I'll decide afterwards. Oh my goodness. What do I do? You know what? Maybe, who knows? All right, I'm just going to put this on. Oh, it's just, all right. So let's use the organza for now because it's really good in black. Let's see. There we go. Now, baker's twine is so small, you don't even see it. I mean it. Now, I could use, yeah, you know what? I can't please everyone, that's for sure. And I could go ahead and put some dots on there if I want. So let's just see how that would be. And there we go. So there it is with the black organza ribbon. Like I say, I could even do that, or I could do this. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. In any event, there we go there. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for helping me along the way. It's, yeah. Yeah, it is what it is, right? So anyways, so that's the Classic Cloche Bundle. And it does go with the other set that's baking. And I think that would be really kind of nice, even if you could put like the baking thing. I'll bring that back out. I think it was, I could put them all on. I could do, a lot of different things. I think it would look really good with this. Do you not think that this would be such a cute tag to put on some Christmas baking for somebody? I think that would be just amazing. I would love to. Yeah, that would be really neat. Also, these craft boxes are really kind of cute. So my plan is maybe next week I'll be playing with this one. I have no idea. I'm thinking that it might even go good with this, with the cards. I don't know. That's the joy, right, Judy? We get to pick whatever we want to pick. We change our mind. I know I changed my mind. I was not going to be using this morning. I was actually going to use a completely different thing, but I knew I had to use celebration, and I'm thinking, what could I use to do with celebration? So in any event, thanks so much. Make sure that you share this with somebody. By sharing, what that does is it allows share different ideas with other people and that sort of stuff. Remember, it is on YouTube as well. I should offer to come clean your desk for you after having tried so many things. Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what? I've come to the conclusion when it comes to cleaning my desk, what I have now started to do is after something like this, I just put it in. If I don't clean it right away, which is a big error, what I should do is I should put it in a box, and then I clean off the box, because that's how I've started cleaning off my desk behind me, which is so sad, you know, but in any event, it's all good. Oh, and look, I forgot to decorate the inside of the card. So don't forget to decorate the inside of the card. Guys, have a great day, and we will talk to you soon. Bye for now.